Content warning. This podcast is intended for a mature audience. Contains graphic descriptions of violence and explicit language. Hello, you're listening to Pods in the Multiverse, Season 4. We're playing 5th Edition D&D, and I'm Jimmy, the DM for our game in Eberron. Joining me are 3 of my best friends.
I'm Andy. I'm playing the ancient elf, the Green Warden, known as the Green Warden.
My name is Geppi, and I play Alfonso Carlucci Roccatella, creator of the world's first and life-sized Green Warden toy.
Fuck you, Geppi. That was mine.
Damn! This has never
I'm
happened.
Scala. I play Istvan of Clan Gunvald, the assistant designer on the
Co-creator
of the world's first life-sized Green Warden toy with swinging greatsword action.
Nice. Nice.
Here's episode 7. Last time, Istvan, Alfonso, and the Green Warden made contact with Clacky, the expedition's Mantis Folk guide, who led them back to camp. They evaded notice by members of the expedition and persuaded Clacky to lead them back to Stormreach separately. The Green Warden was led by motes of green light to an ancestor resting place, where he learned about his past and his purpose. While there, Alfonso was able to reconnect with his brother Luciano, whose soul animated a nearby tree. Over the following week of travel, Alfonso and Istvan collaborated to craft a disguise for Warden in preparation for their arrival in Stormreach. Eventually, they lost contact with Clacky and found themselves adrift in the wilderness once more. Now, the ground rumbles, as it seems that something very big is approaching. So, you're here, among the dense vegetation, pretty dim, and something huge is coming towards you, but you don't see anything yet.
I would like to use my background passive guild membership to call Jeff Goldblum to the scene, please.
What the fuck?
Is Jeff Goldblum member of your guild?
Yeah, the Dino Hunter.
You could have done this the whole time, and you haven't done this yet?
I figured let me wait till it's really Jeff Goldblum relevant and necessary.
Sure. Right. You only get Sam Neill.
I mean, also fine.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get Willem Dafoe from Jurassic Park 3. That's just really useless.
All right, so you don't see anything yet, but let's roll initiative just to get into this time crunch.
Nice. 23.
Nice.
I draw my greatsword,
Prepare to defend yourselves.
and I got a 14.
As Alfonso's armor finishes wrapping around his form, I roll a 21.
All right. So, Istvan's up first in the order. You get the feeling that you might not have much time before this thing is bearing down on you.
Okay, can I get a sense of what direction it's coming from?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That's 13.
Okay. On a 13, you can feel a hemisphere of where it's coming from.
I just want to move away from where the direction I think it's coming from.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I want to get to the opposite side of the clearing, and if I can, get up into a tree.
Okay, so I thought about this. Getting up into a tree, it is difficult terrain, and it is climbing, so it'll be 3 feet per 1 foot.
Okay.
So, how far up this tree are you going?
I'll use my action to dash and get probably 15 feet up, and that's it.
All right, that's Istvan's turn. We're moving on to Alfonso.
Alfonso watches Istvan monk shit their way up this tree, immediately realizing very tough for a gnome of his stature. So he'll look around and then look to the arm and open up the panel with the bear and the cat and the eagle and all those. Okay, Bruno, it is your turn now, and I'll press the bear button to gain 2d6 worth of temporary HP as I prepare to have to deal with whatever this is.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice. Got a 9. Since I am in my infiltrator armor set, I do have dampening field, so I do get advantage on stealth checks. I'll try to hide behind a tree if I can.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Let me see.
Because this might just be a flat roll.
It might be. Is scale considered heavy?
I think so, yeah.
It imposes disadvantage on stealth checks.
Okay. I rolled both dice at the same time. Either way, all 3 were fucking abysmal.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's an 8, so...
Okay, it's an 8 total stealth?
Yeah. I hide behind a branch, not a tree.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, dampening field.
Alfonso, I can still see you.
Well, maybe I stay very still, but either way, Bruno has my back.
Do not underestimate yourself, my friend.
Grazie mille, amici. That's my turn.
All right. These heavy booming steps are drawing closer now, and you start to see some movement through the trees. About 60 feet away, you can just see the figure of a huge beast, and that's Warden's turn.
Awesome. Sword in hand, I stand in front of wherever Alfonso did a bad job hiding, and I just prepare to confront whatever is seemingly headed straight for us. I use my action to cast Blade Ward. You see these sharp stones flourish off of my body and surround me in an aura of stones. For a round, I'll now have resistance to non-magical physical damage. And then, you know what? I'm going to do it now. As a bonus action, I will quicken a spell using a couple sorcery points and cast Haste on myself. You see those stones begin gyrating in concentric circles around my form.
That's cool flavor.
Very Diablo 2 field aura effect.
Yeah.
Nice.
We prepare to fight. Let us fight.
As my fucking voice is
Wow.
a little faster.
Normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. I know we've used haste like twice on this show before, but can you remind me how haste works mechanically? I always forget.
So I now have an AC of 21, and I can take a second action to attack or move.
Does that also mean you can do 2 spells in one turn?
You just can't do 2 spells in
No,
one turn.
it's just to take the attack action.
Unless you're a sorcerer.
Bummer.
You also have double movement.
Cool. Is haste concentrated? Is it a concentration?
It is, yeah, I'm
gotcha. Okay, nice.
Okay, cool. So, Istvan, you went 15 feet up this tree. That's all your movement, right?
Yes.
So that is probably the nearest tree?
Yes, in the direction away from where the creature was approaching.
Gotcha. All right, and back to the top of the order. It is Istvan's turn.
Okay.
You see this hulking figure in the distance.
Yeah, I am just going to ready an action to attack this creature if it comes close to my compatriots. I will bonus action Kensei's shot now because I can't hold that.
Gotcha. Okay, that's Alfonso.
All right. I can't make out what it is, but I see this large creature in the distance. I cannot quite... no matter. Easy enough to hit. I'm going to try and lightning launcher this thing.
Okay. What's the range on lightning launcher?
90 regular and then extended to 300 if I want disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, it's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit
Nice.
this huge figure.
14 lightning damage.
Nice.
Okay.
I still can't see it, but do I notice how it reacted? Did it reel back in pain? Did it just keep charging? As my arm comes back to me, what do I see?
Yeah, as your arm comes back to you, you hear from this huge figure, about 60 feet away, a deafening roar. It sounds like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
No,
No. That's not
Copyright.
Not that one.
That's
That's what Istvan saw in episode 1. This is something different.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
this is the shrieking music in the jeeps and the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds angry.
I think it may have noticed us, friends. I'll just go ahead and launch at it again as a 9. So Alfonso trying to keep his composure, but shakily, terrified, just shakes his arm, and then the lightning launcher just goes amiss into the forest and comes back, not hitting its mark.
Yes, it does. It also does not spawn a shambling mound this time.
Good. That's my turn.
All right. So this creature, now angered, is making its way through the thicket. You hear crunching of tree branches and trunks, and leaves are being slashed out of the way as the whole area is flooded with sunlight now. And you see this huge, close to 20-foot tall dinosaur, bipedal reptilian creature with huge jaws and teeth.
Thick.
Yeah. And it comes right up to you. Let's see.
It's at least 10 feet taller than me. I don't know exactly what Alfonso's height is. I put on my character sheet short, so...
I'm going to use my reaction.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, God. Yikes. So, I'm guessing a 9 misses.
9 misses.
My 9
Yep.
missed, so yeah.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it's big.
That high in AC, this thing's gotta have hella HP. It's gonna be a fucking damage sponge. Watch this.
Okay, so that's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Did you just, punch it in the head from the tree? Wait, what just happened?
Yeah, from the tree, Istvan throws Temper off balance. It lands right in the dirt, completely missing this thing, but the second hammer boops it ineffectually on the nose.
This is you know how when there are two cats in a house and one walks by, but the other one is on a table and just for no reason punches the other cat in the head when it walks by? That's what Istvan just did to this dinosaur. Remains to be seen if the dinosaur's mean. Jimmy? Is it?
Well, right now it's probably acting as self-defense since you attacked it first.
Damn it.
Could have been a friendly dinosaur, you don't know.
You live long
anyway.
enough to see the villain, it's whatever the fucking hero villain quote from The Dark Knight.
Great.
That's right.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
Anyway. It was 60 feet away. It used its full movement, which is 50 feet, by the way. It's moving very fast as it pounds its way towards you. Walks right past Warden, and it's going for Alfonso. It is going to take a huge bite at you as it growls at you.
Audible gulp. Oh, God. Oh, mamma mia.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Would I be able to take an opportunity attack?
Based on its size, it probably wouldn't be leaving your threatened range.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's right, yeah. So that's a 17 to hit. Find all these D12s.
D12's plural.
That's right.
Very nice.
That's a pretty low roll. I rolled 2 1s on those D12s.
What?
That's what D12s fucking
God.
do. They're always ones.
That's why I picked a Maul as Gron and not a Great Axe. But anyway, that's 20 piercing damage.
Well, fucking Bruno came and went like a fart in the wind. All that HP is gone.
As the T-Rex scoops you up in its mouth, and you are inside the mouth of this T-Rex.
Whoa! Alright, this is cool. And this is probably terrible, but this sounds cool. How does this work mechanically?
You're restrained. Escape DC 17. So after it scoops up Alfonso in its mouth, it's going to swing its tail around at Warden.
Watch out, Alfonso.
That's a 25 to hit.
Watch out yourself!
I'm gonna take it.
You're going to take it. Okay, and that is the very high roll. That's 30 bludgeoning damage
Holy
word.
shit. I should not have taken it.
with its tail.
Okay.
That's way above
Oh,
average.
wait. Sorry. Hold on. That is halved because of Blade Ward.
Halved. You're right.
I take 15.
Oof.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Now, does Blade Word go away
1 round.
one round? Okay. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
one
just a
attack.
cantrip.
Okay.
You got to make a concentration.
Concentration on haste.
Oh, no problem with my
Good.
fucking +5 to Constitution.
Good. Lovely.
By no problem, I mean I only rolled a 12. That was really close.
Woof.
I just want to pat myself on the back here for rolling 3d8 and getting 2 8s and a 7.
Nice.
Very good.
You know?
Very good.
So far, the dice are in my favor.
Totally.
And that is the T-Rex's turn, and we move on to Warden.
Awesome. I would like to, as a bonus action, use my kinetic dash. I'm going to use Scorching Whirl, and you see a bit of flames shoot from my legs as I leap on top of this dinosaur.
Nice.
And it needs to make a dex save.
Okay. Not good at that. That's 14, though.
That will just fail with my new save DC from my ASI. It takes 6 fire damage. And then as my action, now that I'm on top of it, I strike down with my greatsword, and I use my Oath of Ancients ability, Nature's Wrath. I need it to give me a strength or dex save, its choice.
Okay. It's picking strength.
Okay.
Rolled a 22.
Shit. I thought this would have been cool, but it's not going well.
Dinosaurs are a little strong.
Well, it's not restrained by the flourish of vines that are up for my greatsword. And so with my second action, I'm simply going to attack it, which is probably what I should have just done the first time.
You got new shit in your kit. Use it. It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's right.
Well, the thing about Nature's Wrath is it has no size qualifier, which is
Yeah, that's cool.
really great.
Fucking tree trunks coming out of the ground.
Anyways, I rolled a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And I will pour a 2nd level Divine Smite into this. Okay, that is not bad. That's 12 slashing damage and 12 radiant damage.
Nice.
Hang on, Alfonso.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, this thing's angry now. It's struggling. It's trying to shake you off. Istvan's turn.
Okay. My hammers ping back to my belt, And so I'm going to bonus action Kensei's shot again. And I am going to continue doing what I was doing. Throw 2 hammers. Okay, one is a 21 to hit, and the other is a natural 20.
Nice.
Excellent.
So the first one is with Temper. That's going to deal 12 points of fire damage because of its special ability. And then the crit is going to deal 21 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Putting up T-Rex numbers.
And then I will action surge as Istvan glows a little brighter with this red-orange aura and mutters, "Sacred hammer technique. Song of the 4 hammers," and pulls another 2 hammers and hucks them. And that's going to be another 21 to hit and a 14 to hit. So I think both of those hit.
Absolutely. Both hit.
Okay. I'll give you all this damage together, assuming no resistance or anything.
No resistance. This is a big beast.
So, all together, that is 27 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
That's my turn.
That is a huge turn from Istvan.
Yeah.
And we are on to Alfonso.
All right, first question, general reminder of restraint, how that works. I just can't physically move, right? But I can still take actions.
That's right. You can take your full turn, you just can't move.
And then at the end of my turn, I try to break that restraint.
No, you have to use an action.
I have to use an action.
Yes.
And your attack rolls are currently at disadvantage. I also have a feeling I know what the T-Rex can try and do on its turn, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah, Swallow Whole is an ability that some monsters have.
I wonder how that would work. An acid dot from his stomach acid, or if I just fucking die. I don't really want to find out, even though it would be so cool to just lightning launcher this prick from his mouth and into his throat. Then I was going to use Alfredo to try and get my strength up, but...
Which one's Alfredo?
The bull. So there's
Alfredo
Bruno the bear, who does
Amazing.
constitution. Alfredo the bull with strength.
These are so good.
Conchetta the cat with dexterity, Antonella the eagle with charisma, Franco the fox with intelligence, and Nicolo the owl with wisdom.
Great.
Oh, that's such good
Yeah.
flavor.
I love that you
That's
named all
literally
of
good
these.
flavor.
Yeah.
Mwah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so I just have to use my action to get out of here. Fuck. All right.
I mean, you could stay in there.
If they were flat rolls, I would. I would see what happens if I got swallowed, but I don't want the disadvantage. It's honestly the only reason I'm going to try and leave.
Right.
Oh, God, my strength mod is not very fucking good, and I don't have Alfredo, my bull. It's 15 to it.
No, it doesn't. 15 is not enough.
Oh, no.
Your face had like a positive look on you. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. Damn it.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
All right.
I believe in the grappling rules. I'll double check this. You can use either strength or dexterity to try and escape the grapple.
Okay, so if I use Dex, it's a 16. Unless I'm imposed at disadvantage, then I have to roll one more time.
It wouldn't be.
No disadvantage on this check.
Okay, then it's a 16.
16 still fails. You try as hard as you can to pry the jaws of this thing open, and it just will not budge.
Oh, mamma mia! Okay, nothing.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
That's your whole turn?
What can I do?
I don't know.
Can't move.
Yeah.
Do you have any bonus actions, perhaps?
That's what I was thinking.
No. Wow.
Doesn't Alfonso have healing word?
You've asked this before. I have Mending and Lesser
yeah.
Resto.
Okay.
I do not have Healing Word. Yeah, I don't think I have a single fucking bonus action. No, I cannot use anything for bonus action.
Okay, well, that's Alfonso's turn.
Wait a minute. Let me look at something really quick. I just Googled Flash of Genius and a Greg Kinnear film showed up. Yeah, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll. I thought I had to cast that. That's why I didn't do it. All right, if I may. It's continuing to push on this dinosaur, slowly closing in on Alfonso's tiny, poor, sweet little limbs.
It's so warm and so wet and smells
Oh, God.
It's
horrible.
the worst.
Oh, no.
I need to get out of here. This is a catastrophe. I hate this. Wait a minute.
Alfonso gets this idea. If he just tickles the roof of this thing's mouth,
No.
and I add 5 to my save at a 21, that passes?
A 21 does pass. You pry the jaws of this.
I'm assuming at this tickling, the dinosaur maybe can't help but open up and reel in pain a little bit. And when the dinosaur does that, Alfonso will just leap out. It's a pretty far fall. Do you need me to make anything to make that landing?
That's an interesting question. Didn't even consider that. Yeah, so the T-Rex's mouth opens, you fall out, and yeah, you can roll a dex save, try to land on your feet.
Okay. No. 6.
Okay. Yeah, no, you you land flat on your back.
Not Alfonso's day.
Prone, 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
It's not quite 20 feet, so I'm going to let him off easy with 1d6 bludgeoning damage, and that's a 6.
Good. Nice.
6 bludgeoning damage, and yeah, you're prone.
Jimmy's dice have gotten wise to the fact that he's the DM now.
Yeah, seriously. At least I'm prone directly in front of this gigantic creature, so that's cool.
That's right, it's about to take its turn.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Oh, man.
I am currently on top of this dinosaur.
Yes, you are.
Question. I only used my action to break the restraint. Am I allowed to use all of my movement to get unprone this turn?
You only need to use half your movement, and yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can use more movement, too, if you want.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Alfonso's gonna just get up. I don't want to provoke an AOO from the fucking dinosaur, so I'm just gonna get up and face it with all the courage I can muster.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right. Nice. Very brave. The T-Rex is up. It's struggling. It's rearing back. It's going to try to... You know that thing when dogs have a treat on their nose and then they try to get it in their mouth?
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's going to bite Warden.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not going to hit it, though. 13 to hit.
No, not even close.
No, not going to do it. T-Rex is angry now. It's going to swing around and hit Alfonso with his tail. Wow, that's a low roll, too, but 19 hits?
It does. That's a low roll. Oh, okay.
It's got a pretty big mod here.
Didn't realize one less than the maximum number on the dice is a low roll today. This is good.
You just get wiped out by 22 bludgeoning damage as this T-Rex swings around and bats you with its tail.
All right, well, I mean, hey, at least we've burned through all of my temp HP and gotten me half health. So my health bar is yellow for anyone using a scan ability on Alfonso.
That's the T-Rex's turn. Warden's up.
All right. I'm just thinking, this thing is enormous. This thing is gonna destroy Alfonso if we don't start really slashing into it. I will attack. That is going to be a 24 to hit on the first hit.
Hits.
And then I'll just go ahead and roll the second hit. That is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, great. I'm also going to use another Divine Smite. And I can re-roll my d6s off of Great Weapon Fighting. Those 2 ones just turned into a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
That's good.
I swing down, and a radiant burst erupts from my greatsword as I slash in for 34 points of damage.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this T-Rex is just blown back.
And then with my second swing, I will also cast another Divine Smite. This is the attack from haste. This one will be another second level one. You can re-roll that one. That is 27 points of damage. And I shout down to Alfonso as I make these powerful swings into the back of this T-Rex.
Back away, Alfonso. Get to cover.
I don't know, my friend. I think he does a big stomp on me if I try to leave. I stay with you.
As movement, I will jump down and stand in front of Alfonso. And that's my turn.
Nice. Yeah, so you landed some really big hits on this thing. It's looking a little roughed up now. Angrier than ever. It's still growling and roaring. And that's Warden's turn, and we are on to Istvan.
Okay. I'm gonna hop down from my tree as 4 hammers ping back to my belt. I'm gonna draw my large warhammer off my back and move in to melee range to try and give this thing another target so maybe it lays off of Alfonso. So I'm gonna make 2 swings at it.
Okay.
I've got a 14 to hit.
Hits.
And another nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
The dwarf die.
You might be able to take this home right now.
Okay, so the first hit is gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the crit is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
What?
The d10s giveth, the d10s taketh away.
Oof.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point to flurry.
Okay.
The lowest to hit roll there is a 14, so both of them hit.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you these together. That's going to be another 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And
There's another and?
I'm going to spend another key point.
You don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell us how you did this.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys already did 210 damage on this thing in like
Wow.
3 turns.
Level 7. Haste and level
Ridiculous.
7.
Okay, so yeah, I go run up right beside Warden. Get away from Alfonso, you great beastie! And I draw back my warhammer and I crunch this thing once in the leg really hard. I crunch it again in its other leg, and it buckles under and kneels down, and I just smash my elbows into its nose and end it.
And it is ended with one last grunt. It expires on the ground. And it's silent once more here in the jungle.
Oy vey. It seems as though our time in the jungle has made, well, at least the two of you much stronger. Alfonso flexes his muscle. I think I have some work to do.
Alfonso, are you all right?
I have been much worse before.
I will kneel down to Alfonso, and I will lay on hands for 15.
Yeah. Alfonso's spring back in his step.
Well, what do we do now? It seems that great creature frightened off Clacky. We may be back to being lost again.
Perhaps.
Or maybe we could try the whistle. I blow the Clacky whistle.
Okay. As usual, the clacky whistle doesn't make any audible sound that you can hear, and as you listen, you hear a distant rumbling sound. Go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah.
Around this time, my haste would fade, and you'd hear something of a, I wonder what that could be.
I think it might be, on a 3, the jungle.
I got a 15.
16.
So on a 15 and a 16, and not a 3, you hear these loud pounding sounds, similar to the footsteps, spaced out further, and you can feel the ground shaking underneath you.
Perhaps this was not the only thing out here.
We shouldn't remain here to be easy prey for more dinosaurs.
I would agree. Let's get out of here, eh? I'm just going to start walking in the direction we came.
We should go in the opposite direction of wherever that T-Rex came from.
Yeah.
On our 15 and 16, can we tell what direction the pounding noises are coming from?
On a 15 and 16, it sounds like the pounding is coming from the same direction the other T-Rex came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make some sort of check to see if Warden can remember anything that might be bigger than T-Rexes, that might harass T-Rexes? I'm thinking, what could possibly...
Oh, this thing was just trying to run for its life and we killed
Exactly.
Qui-Gon's law of biology.
There's
right.
always something bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll history or nature.
Great. Okay, well, that's an 11.
On that 11, you've gathered over the past few weeks of traveling. All of the nature here is big.
Mm-hmm.
The beasts are big, the trees are big, everything's big. That's what I'll give you on an 11.
Okay. Cool.
You know, on an 11, the pounding sound making its way towards you is a bipedal creature, bigger than the T-Rex.
Great. Whatever it is coming this way. We must move.
We move.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you start to move, you feel this pounding grow stronger and stronger. And from the same direction the other T-Rex came, another T-Rex, at least twice as big as the first one.
What the fuck?
Tramples a bunch of trees as it makes its way into the clearing where you just fought. It seems interested in the body of the felled T-Rex.
This is like some fucking Jurassic World shit.
Oh no, we killed its child. We've made the parent angry.
Or its next meal, at the very least. We're moving. How far away from this thing are we?
You're a turn of movement away as it caught up with you and started inspecting the dead body of the first T-Rex. So if you're running, double your movement away from this thing.
Okay. Does Alfonso have any way to cover more than one move and dash around?
I'm still in my lightning launcher. I get an extra 5 feet. That's about it. And my speed's 25, so actually it's just what everyone else's is, so...
And Istvan can...
So I have fast movement, so I can move 70 feet around.
Right.
But also, I can, if I need to, bonus action Step of the Wind, but it costs ki every time I use it.
Right. Because I could pick up Alfonso and use these dashes. I can use them 2 more times, just to try and open up some distance between us and this.
Yeah, with a dash, I would be at 60 is the most I can do.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's keep running normally, and if we have to use resources to escape, we'll use resources to escape.
Onward, while it is distracted.
Yeah, he wants to do manja. Let us run.
Yes. As you start running, you can see behind you the bigger T-Rex starts tearing into the body of the smaller T-Rex, just devouring it. And you get about 3 turns of movement away when it finishes what it's doing and starts sniffing around.
Okay. It's sniffing.
So how much movement are you moving each turn?
I can do 60, so I'd be 180 total if it was 3 turns.
I can do 70, so 210.
I'm still at 60, so 180.
Sorry, after you leave this clearing, you are in difficult terrain, so normal movement would be halved.
So that would be 105.
So you're running, you're jumping over roots and logs and dodging trees and things, and you can hear from behind you that T-Rex is once more making its way toward you.
It is still following us.
I do not think we can outrun this beast.
Go ahead and roll initiative once more as you hear the distance starting to close.
That's not great. 13.
Nope. 5.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Alright, so we're at the top of the order with Istvan.
Get Alfonso into the trees, Istvan.
I think I will be able to hide this time. I have Conchetta with me.
Right then.
I did roll pretty fucking low in the initiative.
Okay. Geppi, what's your passive insight?
14.
Okay. Yeah, on a 14, you could probably just barely figure out. This thing can't see you right now, but it's still pursuing you. You get the sense that
So it's just bad luck. It just happens to be heading in our direction.
if that's the takeaway you want.
I think it's more that it senses us, but it can't see us.
Oh, so this is like the raptors section. We're in the kitchen and they're sniffing around, but it's bigger than a raptor.
Oh,
any
God.
creature, really, that's hunting for a flesh creature. Anyway, on your 14, unless you want to roll to get any better, I'm going to tell you, it's probably not mostly relying on its sight to find you.
Just a question for the DM.
Sure.
If I spent some time climbing into a tree, would I be able to move faster, do you think, by navigating from branch to branch?
No, I would say that would be using your climbing speed the entire time.
Okay. In that case, there's no reason for me to not stay on the ground. I'm going to keep moving away from the T-Rex.
Okay.
I will, if it's heading toward us, step of the wind here and spend a key point so that I can move 105 feet instead of the usual 70, so half, that would be 52 feet. So I would be total 157. Oddly enough, Istvan's plan here is maybe if they can't lose the T-Rex themselves, maybe the Traveler's Curse will lose it for them.
Yeah, good thinking.
Can I make a perception check or nature check to just see what's in the ground? Are there bushes and fruit or anything nearby? What Alfonso's trying to look for is something to roll himself around in or smear himself in to mask his scent.
Okay.
Whether it's a bush full of fucking berries to just smash all over my body, rolling shit, it doesn't matter to me. Can I roll perception or nature?
Or survival. Any of those three are fine.
Good. Okay. Nature, because perception and survival ain't it. Okay. All right. That is a 16.
Okay, on a 16, you feel that you can dirty yourself up, mask your scent pretty well, but before you commit to that, are you sure you want to use your action doing that this turn?
Well, that's DM speak for, hey, there's probably something smarter you can do.
No, it's not supposed to be a hint. It's really just, are you sure you don't want to actually move this turn?
I just don't think I can outrun this thing.
All right.
On what fucking planet is a 2-foot gnome gonna outpace a monstrosity? Yeah, so be it. Like, I think that's the way to go here. I don't think I'm gonna outrun this thing.
Okay, you can also get your stealth check in there. Roll that with advantage for that flavor.
Okay, alright. Okay, 23.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so this T-Rex is pursuing you now. It's crashing down these trees, and you can feel it closing the distance. It doesn't perceive you, Alfonso, or it doesn't appear to let on that it has perceived you. It's going to go right up to where you are, and that's its movement for its turn. Still pursuing. It made it about halfway to where Istvan is. And then, Warden, with the difficult terrain factored in, how far have you gone?
I would have been the same distance as Alfonso up until their turn, so I guess I'm right there too.
Okay, so 90 feet. Got it. Yeah, so then this T-Rex runs right up to where you are.
And it's 40 feet tall?
It's gargantuan, for sure.
Okay, great. We're fighting a Tarrasque at level 7. Awesome. So cool.
3 rounds, 200 damage.
I know. I'm considering fighting. I didn't spend that many resources. And it seemed to cover that entire distance in whatever round it just had.
Just short of how far you've traveled so far.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, there's no way we're outrunning this thing.
This thing is so huge, its legs are long, and it's pounding behind you.
Yeah, it's just fucking enormous. Okay.
Flash to when Jimmy's like, you sure you don't want to spend your turn outrunning
exactly.
it? Feel real fucking good. I stuck to my guns there.
I just wanted to make sure you were confirming you're going to stop running, was the only reason I asked that. Not trying to suggest anything either way.
Yeah, a fruitless endeavor. Fruitless endeavor.
Okay, yeah, it runs right up. It does see Warden. It does not perceive Alfonso. That's its turn.
Okay.
It would seem the jungle is against us. Then it will be a fight.
I mean, yeah, unless I spend spell slots Misty Stepping, there's no way I can get away from this thing. So I am in combat. I, as an action, recast Haste, hoping that I don't have to cast it a third time because now I'm out of third level spell slots. You see the same swirling aura of dust and debris around me, forming glyphs in the dust, in the air, and now I have an additional action I'm going to use to attack. Fuck. That is only a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Great. Can I make a perception check to see if there's anywhere above this creature that I could get out of its reach if I Misty Stepped to it? Like a large tree, a cliff, something.
You can Misty Step vertically?
It's a teleport.
Excellent. Make a perception check.
Okay, that's a 17.
That's great.
But you can't cast 2 spells on a turn.
You're right.
You can't cast 2 spells in a turn, but the 17 perception still stands. On that good of a perception check, you actually see, as you start scanning these trees, something very strange. You see another really big creature.
Oh, God.
And it is holding a really big rock.
Okay.
On a 17, this is a giant ape.
Okay. Oh, no!
No.
Oh, my God, we're in the middle of King Kong. Oh, God.
And on that good of a perception, you can see it was about to take its turn to throw this really big rock at the T-Rex.
Amazing.
And on that 17, you can see another figure with it, kind of riding it.
What?
And it is Clacky.
What?
Oh, my God.
Clacky!
Kaiju fight. Kaiju fights. Oh, my God. That's my turn.
Okay, so back to the top of the order. A new combatant has entered the arena, and it throws this giant rock. Yeah.
Get him! Get him, Clacky!
27 to hit.
I love Clacky. I love Clacky so much.
Okay. Yeah, so this huge rock hits this T-Rex. From up in a tree, this giant ape throws this giant rock down at the T-Rex, hits it right in the mouth, and it reels back. And you can see Clacky and this giant ape. The giant ape locks eyes with you. Probably still doesn't see you, Alfonso, but it can see Istvan and Warden making their way around, trying to escape this thing. And gestures, come with me.
It would appear our allies have arrived.
And I point with my greatsword towards this fucking scene.
Insane.
Yeah, okay, that's the giant ape's turn. That's Istvan.
Okay. Sorry, geometry. How far away from Clacky am I?
Clacky's probably about 50 feet up in the tree and closer to where Alfonso and Warden are.
Alright, so I'll start moving back towards Clacky. Just one move, so 17 feet. Then, as my action, I'm going to pull Temper off my belt. I'm going to rummage around in my bag and pull out a piece of unworked metal. I slam Temper into the unworked metal. Gift of the Flame and Onatar's Forge. Protect me and my friends! And the metal heats up and becomes a molten globule of lava that I project. And I'm going to make a crafting check now as I conjure this fire elemental.
Whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
Great.
So this fire elemental will be created with 26 hit points.
Nice.
As I conjure it, projecting this globule that flies through the air, and as it does, takes the form of a crackling fire elemental, and I roll it into initiative. It acts on initiative 12.
Okay. That's great. right after you.
Awesome. So right now, because that's my turn.
Yeah, so as this elemental enters the scene, you can see that branches and leaves start catch fire in the area around it.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but is what it is.
Good thing we're not fighting Smokey the Bear. Because he'd be pissed.
Sorry. Alright, so Fire Elemental is going to move into the T-Rex's space. The T-Rex takes 3 fire damage and is on fire. And now it's going to make 2 attacks. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't hit.
9 doesn't hit.
But a 16 does?
16 does.
Okay. So it takes 10 more fire damage. And that is the Elemental's turn.
Okay, so we're on to the T-Rex's turn.
On the start of the T-Rex's turn, it takes 5 fire damage.
Yeah, this T-Rex is on fire. It's waving its tiny little arms around. Tiny relative to its massive size.
It's like 3 Alfonsos.
Yeah, it's probably a little bigger than Warden, each of these arms. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just flailing around, and it's going to swing its tail at the fire elemental.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Oof.
Wow.
Oh, that's good at least.
And so it is going to bite towards Warden. It's a crit fail anyway.
It had 2 crit fails?
Yep,
Woof.
What?
it did.
Oh my
know.
god, Jimmy!
Jimmy Dice course corrected.
No, fuck me up.
Somewhere between this combat and the one before it.
I wanted to see it do 50 damage.
Oh well.
Shit.
Better throw that dice in the garbage.
Yeah, it was the same die, too. Just 2 ones in a row. So that's the T-Rex's turn. 2 crit fails. It's on fire. And that's Alfonso's turn.
Alright. So, Clacky is on this large ape, riding it.
Yeah, on its back.
And Clacky is beckoned for us to join him at the top of this ape.
Yes. It was actually fairly eloquent body language on the part of the ape saying, come with me.
Okay. I'm going to use all my movement then. How far away am I from the ape?
You're about 50 feet below it.
And I climb, what, 15 feet per turn?
It's 3 feet per 1 foot.
So it's 30. So 10 feet per turn.
You can climb 10 feet up this tree.
So 5 turns later, I'll be there. All right, I'm going to climb the tree, and then keeping one arm on the tree, I'll just try to lob a lightning launcher at this T-Rex every turn. It's a crit, at least.
Nice.
Okay, wow. Pretty damn good. It's 29 lightning damage.
Excellent.
Oh, and I get an extra attack. This is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 lightning damage.
Okay. Hit this thing a couple times.
Cool. So yeah, over the course of those 2 blows, 38 lightning damage total. You know, not fucking Warden numbers, but I do what I can, eh, friend? I do my best.
You don't get the sense that the T-Rex was resistant to this damage, but you do get the sense that it doesn't care.
Oh, I'm sure it's meaningless.
You are doing your best.
It was a fucking worthless gesture. Oh, I probably should have fucking dashed, honestly. Next turn, can I just dash for more climbing every turn?
Yeah.
Even though you're climbing, you can still do that? Okay. I wasn't sure if dash was like ground only.
It just increases your movement speed by 30 feet.
Okay, well that's cool then. Yeah, the next 2 turns I'll do that. In 2 more turns I'll be at the 8. Considering near max damage in a turn did not even fucking get noticed by this thing. So, yeah.
That's Warden's turn.
Okay, I have haste up. I'm going to attack twice. Here's 1. That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Great. First level Divine Smite on this. That is 26 damage. I'm going to swing again. That is a 21 to hit. This is just going to be a regular hit, no Divine Smite. Reroll that 1. That is 13 slashing damage. And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step 30 feet up towards Clacky. And then with my movement, which is 60 because of haste, I should be able to get there.
Give me that total.
60 feet for the round.
Yeah, great. So you're there.
That's my turn.
Okay, top of the order. The ape tears a huge branch off the tree and is going to throw it down at this T-Rex, which is on fire.
Amazing.
Struggling, being electrocuted. Wow. And that's 26 to hit. Oh, that's a very low 7d6.
Jeez.
That's 18 on 7d6. Like half average. Right, okay. So this huge, almost tree trunk sized branch cracks over the flaming T-Rex's head, and we go on to Istvan.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to get some elevation before I continue to move towards the T-Rex. So I'm going to go 11 feet up into the trees.
Okay.
Do I want to get this thing's attention? Shit. Nope, I'm just going to use my action to dash and move another 11 feet up. So I'm now 22 feet up and some number of feet away from the ape.
So you're 50 feet away from the action, and now you're about 30 feet below the ape. So I'm not going to calculate the hypotenuse on that. It'll be less than the sum of those two numbers to get there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, elemental.
The elemental keeps doing figure eights around the T-Rex. So just deals 6 fire damage from being around it, and then it makes its attacks. Jeez, not great. 8 doesn't hit, but a 17 does, yeah?
17 hits.
So just the one hit for 11 more fire damage.
Okay, and on the elemental's turn, this fire is spreading. I'm going to ask Alfonso to make a con save as the brush around you is starting to heat up.
Okay, pretty good mod, but it's no matter. Alfonso looks around and sees the flames billowing beneath. Perhaps if I... yes. In a flash of genius, Alfonso realizes kicking off some branches may keep the fire spreading on the ground rather than up this tree. So I'm going to add my intelligence modifier to this roll. Probably didn't need it. It was a dirty 20, but for a total of 25.
By a lot, you pass that.
Okay.
This heat is not bothering you yet, but the fire is catching. Okay, it's the T-Rex's turn. Roll fire damage.
Yep. It takes 2 fire damage.
Resilient beast. Okay. It's going to attack the fire elemental with its tail again.
Okay.
And that time it's probably going to hit with 25.
Only has a 13 AC.
Yeah.
But it does, when it hits it, take another 3 fire damage. I think there are 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s on this D10 somewhere.
Okay, so... Oh, that's a really low... Okay, 16 bludgeoning damage, presumably halved.
Halved, yes, to 8.
So the tail swipes right through the fire elemental. Alfonso is still in its threatened area, I believe.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I'm 10 feet up the tree.
Yes, you're still about knee height, but on a tree.
Great.
For this huge dinosaur. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
I should have stayed down there. God damn it.
Okay. This is unbelievable. So I just rolled 5d12. I got 3 11s, a 12, and a 9.
Oh no!
Christ.
Oh god!
That's, what, 54 just on the dice?
Okay.
54 just on the dice, then plus its strength. So it's 62 piercing damage, and you are in this huge T-Rex's mouth.
I'm dead. That's all of my HP.
Oh no!
Alfonso!
Oh no.
Well, I'm unconscious, but yeah, I'm done.
Oh, shit.
So it got me restrained, though, right?
Yep, you're restrained.
Yeah.
Well, you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure, also restrained.
All of the above. Yeah.
That'll be a real impediment while I'm unconscious.
I should.
So I will say, the T-Rex snaps you up in its jaws, stands up fully erect once more, and, its face is not that far from where you are, Warden. There is an escape DC. I will say that in the case where Alfonso's unconscious in there, someone else can use an action to pry this T-Rex's jaws open.
Didn't think that'd have to come up mechanically, but here we are.
Here we are.
Right. That's D&D.
It's D&D.
Alfonso's unconscious. Please make a death save.
So 16 on the dice.
That's good.
That still passes.
Yep, 1 pass.
Okay, yeah, so that's your turn. Warden's turn.
Okay. I still have haste up. I would like to jump down and plunge my greatsword into this T-Rex's head.
Okay, yeah, so you do that. Go ahead and roll.
So I jump down, and I get a 19 on the dice for a 26.
You got it.
I'm going to use my last second level spell slot for a second level Divine Smite. I'm going to reroll that 1. That is 28 damage.
Okay. It roars out as you plunge your sword into it.
As it roars out, can I reach my hand in and touch Alfonso? Can I reach Alfonso with any more movement or anything I have left?
With just object interaction, your arm can locate Alfonso, but you're going to need to take an action to pull him out.
Boy, only being able to quicken once is...
If only you hadn't left that Sybarish shard by the shrine.
Motherfucker, don't remind me. God damn it. The things I did for
things we do for
flavor.
RP.
Yeah. And the T-Rex goes before Alfonso. Yeah, I really do have to get him out of there. I can't just heal him. That's not going to be good enough. I'm going to try and pull him out.
Okay, roll a strength.
Athletics check.
Yeah, you can add athletics. Sure.
Okay, just looking to see if there's anything else. Oh, the mote of potential.
It's a D8. It's just a bardic.
Okay.
Because it's an ability check, you can roll the D8 twice. Take the higher.
Yes, I see that. Great. Okay, I reach in. Okay. I get a 16 on the dice, which is a 22.
Dislocating Alfonso's shoulder as you rip him out of that mouth.
I don't know if I need the moat, but I don't think you're allowed to tell me. 22, I'm gonna use it. Plus 4, that's a 26.
26 does it.
Okay.
It wasn't that high. You didn't need it. But, you know, that's the game. I'm just trying to imagine a world where Alfonso's unconscious inside the dinosaur's mouth, and the DC is 25.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Insane.
You still
Yeah.
would have saved, but I'm just saying. To make it that high, I'd be killing Alfonso.
Yep.
I reach in with my large, stony arm, and in my hand, I pull out Alfonso's
Tiny little Alfonso.
frail, unconscious form, and I just wrap him in my arm and try and keep him protected as I'm on top of this giant dinosaur.
Fuck yeah.
And that's my turn. I shout out to Istvan,
Go! Get higher up!
You know what? Actually, I'm also going to ask you to make a con save on your turn because the dinosaur is still on fire.
you got it. That's a 5. Plus 5, that's a 10.
How much damage does it do when you hit the on fire elemental?
1d10.
I'm not going to make it that high, actually.
Okay.
You take 2 fire damage.
You could have rolled the d10. I don't care.
I know. Have I hit you at all?
You did get tail slapped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From the smaller T-Rex.
Yeah.
The good old days when the T-Rexes were small.
I passed my concentration check on haste.
All right. So, with this gargantuan T-Rex on fire, Warden has pulled Alfonso out of its mouth and is now on top of its head. We go to the top of the order. Giant ape hits again. Okay, it throws another one of these huge log-like branches at this T-Rex, cracks over its head. Istvan.
I look up at the ape and then back at the head of this T-Rex. I'm not gonna run without ye! And I start moving closer to the T-Rex. So I'm still 22 feet up, but I'm gonna move 17 feet closer to this action. And yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Kensei shot and throw hammers at it.
Okay. Estimate you're probably still about 50 feet diagonal away from where the ape is.
Okay, cool. How far away from the T-Rex am I?
I've got the numbers and geometry around my head here.
Pythagoras!
Yeah, D&D isn't really optimized for three-dimensional combat.
It really is not.
You're somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 feet horizontal away from the T-Rex and about midway up its body.
Okay, so these are at disadvantage. Okay, so the first one is going to miss. The second one is 2 11s, so 18 to hit.
Hits.
So that's going to be not bad. 13 bludgeoning damage. And that's my turn.
Okay. At the start of the elemental's turn, the fire grows bigger, but no one's there except the T-Rex. So, what's the elemental doing?
The elemental is in the T-Rex's square, so it does take 4 additional fire damage. And then it's going to attack. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, but a 25 does.
Absolutely.
11 more fire damage. And that's the elemental.
Great. Top of the T-Rex's turn.
It takes another 5 fire damage.
Starting to look singed and a little banged up.
A little banged up.
Jeez.
Still angry. Still struggling.
Wow.
Yeah. Tail attack against the elemental. Shit. 16 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Oh yeah, that does hit. For 21 bludgeoning damage. Halved.
And it takes from that 4 more fire damage.
Okay. And it's going to try to, using its bite attack, shake off Warden into its mouth.
Okay.
Who is also holding Alfonso?
Yep.
Fuck.
24 to hit.
I'm going to cast Shield. My hasted AC is 21. That brings it up to 26. That misses.
Wow.
You see a flourish of spectral green energy burst from the runes on my arms as I protect myself and Alfonso.
Excellent. Okay, it's Alfonso's turn.
It's a 4 on the dice.
That's a fail. One fail.
Okay.
Okay. Warden, your turn. With all this struggling, you're on the T-Rex's head. I'm going to say it's 20 feet to the nearest tree.
Okay.
And if you can make that horizontal leap, you won't lose any height.
Okay. With my first action, I cast Blade Ward on myself, and then I am going to use Scorching Whirl again, dashing up into the tree. The T-Rex has to make a dex save.
Dex save? Wow. It's a flat 17.
That will pass, takes no damage, but now I'm in the tree. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get back up next to Clacky and the giant ape, and then with my second action, I am going to cast first level Cure Wounds on Alfonso.
Did you use more than one spell this turn? What did you do?
So Blade Ward's a cantrip that gets around the no 2 spells a turn rule.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nice. Alfonso, you heal for 12.
And I'm conscious.
You're conscious at 12.
We have work to be done, Alfonso. It is not your time yet.
I have no intention of quitting anytime soon, my friend.
I'm also going to make sure that Alfonso is still in my arm. I'm not putting him down.
Gotcha.
That's my turn.
You are in now the same area, on the same boughs as the giant ape and Clacky. Where are you in their space?
I'm not sure where I should be, so I'll just say next to the ape. If it's just a giant ape, I probably can't fit up on it the same way Clacky can, so I'm just there.
On the ape's turn, it's going to look at Istvan, try to size up whether you can make the rest of the distance on your turn.
It would be hard to tell from just a look. Istvan is rather nimble for a dwarf, but still has short, dwarfy legs.
Okay. So then it's going to ready its attack. If Istvan doesn't make it here this turn, it's going to attack after Istvan.
Quite an egg timer we got there. Better fucking run for it.
And that's Istvan's turn.
Okay. So I don't think I can get to the ape in one move even if I step with the wind. It can get to me no matter what, so
Yes.
it's still going to be able to bite me if I go up. So I'm just going to move over so I can hit it better.
Okay.
I move 17 feet closer and throw hammers. Fuck me. 12 doesn't hit, we've already determined, but 24 hits.
24 hits.
Okay, so that's going to be another 10 bludgeoning damage, and as a bonus action, I will spend a key point to patient defense. Attacks against me have disadvantage. Dodging as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nice. Elemental.
Okay, start of the elemental's turn. Burns the T-Rex for another 9 fire damage, and it makes 2 attacks. One of which is a nat 1, the other is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Can't seem to hit with more than 1 attack every round. And that is close to minimum damage, only 6 more fire damage. That's the elemental.
The ape is going to go ahead and let loose that branch that it's holding. That's a crit.
Nice!
Which is...
That's hell yeah.
That's excellent. That's going to be 14 d6.
Holy shit.
I'm just going to use a roller for this.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to roll 14 dice and then sit here adding them up.
That's fair.
Okay, well, that's the dice. 5 of those were 1s.
No! The Jimmy curse does not escape.
No, it's not a dice thing. It's a probability thing. So that's 47 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. That's still so much damage.
It's still a lot, but yeah, wow, that's just because I'm curious here.
What the average is?
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. Average is 49, not that far off. A lot of 5s in there. Where was I?
That was the ape's reaction, so I think it's the T-Rex's turn.
T-Rex's turn.
It takes 5 more fire damage.
Okay, it's pretty burnt now. It's looking tired, bleeding in some places, and once more, it's gonna take its tail to the fire elemental.
That's probably the end for the fire elemental.
I'll say that's a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Yeah.
It can't do less than 10 damage, right?
I'm picturing that meme with like the goateed old man who's the DM.
Are you talking about Gary Gygax? Our Lord and Savior Gary Gygax?
Is that who that is? I don't know who that is in the meme.
It's Gary Gygax.
Okay. Anyway, I'm picturing that meme, but instead of his face, it's just his goatee on Jimmy dice.
Oh
Like,
my god.
well, you say I can't do less than 10.
We'll see.
Who's Gary Gygax, anyway?
Oh,
One of the creators of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
yikes.
This episode dedicated to Gary Gygax.
Yeah, these are 4d8 plus 8, so
Impossible to roll less than 10.
21 damage.
Yeah, elemental's gone. But on the way out, it does deal 4 more fire damage.
Okay.
Well, there goes our damage sponge. Now the hits come to us. Wonderful.
All right, now that that's no longer a problem, it's going to make its way towards Istvan. It takes half of one step to close that distance,
Yep,
and it's going to snap at you with its massive
I
jaws.
am dodging, so disadvantage.
That's right, I don't even know if I'm going to roll... Oh, it got worse. I rolled a 2 and a 6 there, so that's
I like to hear that.
only a 13 to hit.
Misses.
It misses.
Nice. Thank fuck.
Completely misses.
I'm so used to creatures that have tail and bite, usually have claw, but this thing's shitty little arms. Probably it's not in its kit, right?
No, yeah, bite and tail.
Yeah.
So it missed, and that's its turn. We're on to Alfonso.
Still, Alfonso just pokes his little arms out from Warden, perching under Warden's arm. Grazie, mi amici. This beast has not seen the last of me yet. And then I will fire my launcher while still clutched in Warden's arm.
Nice.
13 probably doesn't hit, though.
Are you adding +1 because of your...
14.
Nope. AC's 15.
Did you even ask? Trolling me.
I decided to add 2 to the AC for this bigger T-Rex.
Thicker hide.
Fair.
Yeah, thicker hide.
Okay, let's try again. 16.
16 hits. Yeah,
Nice.
Okay. It's only 11 lightning damage.
still something.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Damn, no bonus actions in this kit. It's a bummer.
Yeah, some classes just don't set you up for that. That's Alfonso's turn. Warden.
Okay, how is this creature looking?
It's looking burnt, and it's looking tired, and it's looking like it's gonna fight to the death.
Okay, in that case, I look down to Istvan.
I do not think this beast will yield.
And I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself again.
Okay. Wow.
I keep Alfonso covered in my arm.
Your tinkering may have given me an idea.
And as my second action, I raise my other arm towards this gargantuan T-Rex. And I launch a giant slab shaped like a javelin off of my arm at this T-Rex's face. That is a 18 plus mod.
That hits.
Nice.
I discus it in a throwing motion down as it flies off of my arm, dealing 10 points of piercing damage. And that's my turn.
Another branch. The ape is chucking these things down like Donkey Kong.
It's so good. It's so good.
Hell yeah.
That one actually misses
Oh no.
with a 12. Yeah. So that's the ape's turn. Now it's Istvan's turn.
You know those...
Where's this going?
This is going to me deciding what I want to do. Like, you know how there's secret bosses in games that
Oh, yeah.
you're not supposed to fight, but you kind of want to do it anyway? I feel like that's what this T-Rex is. This was supposed to be an escape, a chase, but at this point in time, Scala kind of wants to fight it, and Istvan remembers the sort of melancholy that led them here, that made them want to die an honorable death. They see that their friends are safe up in the tree, but they also understand that in the same way they wouldn't leave them behind to die, neither would their friends leave Istvan behind to die. So they're going to take a bonus action to disengage with Step of the Wind, and then move and dash up to the ape.
Yeah. Give me some climbing flavor here.
So Istvan is going to trampoline off the dinosaur's upper jaw and use that as a springboard to get higher up into the trees. Another 23 feet, hopefully now close enough to the ape to make their escape.
Okay. You disengaged.
Yes, I disengaged. That was the Step of the Wind.
Gotcha. So I'll allow that fuckery with bouncing off the T-Rex's face.
Thank you, Dungeon Master. You are kind and benevolent.
Yes. Okay. It's your turn. Elemental's not in combat anymore. The T-Rex,
Is still on fire
thank you for remembering.
and takes 3 points of fire damage. It hasn't stopped, dropped, and rolled yet. It continues to burn.
got a lot of high numbers in this stat block, but intelligence, not one of them. Doesn't know what to do. All right, T-Rex is going to snap at this ape. Standing fully up, using its full reach, it can technically reach this spot where the ape has camped out. The T-Rex stretches out and snaps at this ape. It manages to bite it, and the ape is going to take 42 piercing damage.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Okay, and again, it's going to swing its tail at Warden.
Okay.
19 to hit?
19 misses with haste.
Ooh.
You fight a brick. You get brick AC.
Yeah, so it snaps this ape. It looks to hurt it pretty badly, but not severely. Swings its tail out, misses Warden, and we move on to Alfonso's turn.
Alfonso is a little more safe now, not entirely out of the action, but seemingly not as dire of a situation. He's able to compose himself a bit, and I'm going to cast Catapult.
Nice.
Alfonso will scan the canopy and notice a huge bird egg that can be wrested from its neck. What the fuck else is there? There's 5 pounds in the canopy. A smaller monkey.
Monkey.
That's a creature, not an object.
No. Oh, you do not want to get egg on your face, do you? And it can make me a deck save.
It's 14?
No.
Doesn't save?
Nope. Okay, 3d8 damage it is. 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah. You put some flavor on that.
So this egg smashes into the T-Rex, hits it right between the eyes, yolk all over its eyeballs, but it's got these shitty little arms and it can't get the yolk off.
I like that flavor a lot. Give me an Arcana check.
26. Yeah, this is the high roll I wanted today.
Very nice.
Not the death save earlier. It's just Arcana check on the egg yolk situation.
That's really good. Yeah, this egg goes directly into this T-Rex's eyes, and you get the sense that it can't see now.
Whoa.
Nice. I am happy with this turn now. Hell yeah, that's my turn. Arcana check.
Yeah, Arcana check. When you want to do some extra fuckery with your spells.
And egg.
It's Alfonso's turn. Warden.
Okay, I can't really do anything other than try and get in melee, so I'm gonna look to Alfonso, who's under my arm.
Are you feeling courageous, Alfonso?
Tell me what to do. I feel great now.
I set Alfonso on this giant ape, and I'm going to leap and plunge my sword into this T-Rex's head.
Getting deja vu here.
And I rolled a crit.
Nice.
Crit with the red dice. Let's go. I only have 1 spell slot left, so I'm gonna save it, but maybe with 2 attacks I'll get there. We'll see. Here we go. Those are 3 6s and a 2. So that is 12, 18, 24 on the first hit. And then my second attack with haste is a 18 on the dice. And this is 12 slashing damage.
This dinosaur is wobbling, but it's still up.
Okay.
It is on fire.
As a bonus action, I will use my last kinetic dash to at least get back to the tree, so I'm not on the dinosaur. And I need it to make a dex save.
All right. 12.
That fails. Hey, okay. Here's a 4 on a d4 for a total of 8 fire damage.
Exactly.
No way! Oh my god!
Go ahead and tell us how you did this.
Oh man, okay.
Make it crazy.
So I plunge down with my greatsword into the middle of this thing's skull. I twist it around, I take it out, I leap up into the air, and as sparks and flourishes of spectral flame start pouring out of my legs and arms, off of the runes that are all over my body, I strike the sword down in one more time, and as I take it out, leap away from this T-Rex as a gout of fire bursts from the wounds and it collapses.
Nice.
It hits the ground with an earth-shaking thud that echoes throughout the entire land. And this flaming T-Rex falls into trees, pulling a bunch of them down, starting this enormous fire, and you should get out of here as the flames start making their way up the tree that you are in.
I get on the ape.
Same. Yeah, I'm already on it. We're out of here.
Yeah, I move up the tree.
Well done, my friends. Now let way.
I think we can take one more. Let's do it. Let's see what this forest has, huh?
I have literally no spell slots left.
I am doing magnifique.
Alfonso says, fucking eye bleeding.
That's not true. I still have one left, but still, the combat stands.
I was gonna do another bit where another bigger T-Rex comes, but let's, move on from there.
That's Qui-Gon's law of ecology.
That's exactly right. So the three of you grab onto this giant ape, and it leaps off this branch and is now swinging through the trees, as behind it there are just massive trees burning and falling, and you make your way out of this inferno.
What a fucking nightmare.
Okay, so you've made your way away from burning trees that are falling down around you, and now you're just swinging through the trees at incredible speeds. Is there anything you want to do while you are making this escape?
Signori Clacky, what is this ape's name?
Clacky looks at you.
At the time of recording, episode 11 of season 3 is just aired, wherein I was asked character names on the fly and didn't have them, so...
Yeah, but Clacky doesn't really talk, so you put Jimmy on the spot when you do that.
Does he not talk? Oh, Clacky doesn't talk. Okay.
Clacky also doesn't really, emote either,
Yeah.
so Clacky doesn't even look at you with a confused look. Clacky just looks at you.
Okay, that's fine.
Here's a fun tip for you, Geppi. I don't know if the spell tongues is on the Artificer spell list, but if you really want to torture Jimmy by asking characters about the names of other characters, and you don't share a language, there you go.
There it is, thank you. I can't wait to misuse that like I did Windwall. Alfonso curious, but has nothing else to think about or say in this moment.
Here's a question. Does this ape appear to be saddled?
No, you're just holding on to it.
I wonder where we're going.
Where does it look like we're headed?
I was going to say, if I could roll perception, we're above the tree line, I'm assuming, so we can see off in the distance.
You're kind of in the trees, within the canopy, swinging from branch to branch.
Okay.
You can make a perception check.
I do this every time, forgetting that my mod is 1, for a total of 6.
Oh, I also got a 6.
It's different than it did in Icewind Dale, that's for sure.
Yeah, I have nothing more to contribute. There's a small range of numbers lower than 6, and I got one of them.
Moving on.
Some thick canopy, huh?
We see trees.
That's right. You see trees, and you just keep trucking along, swinging through these trees with this ape. Eventually, you do come to a stop at a particular branch, and Clacky climbs down off the ape, gestures down, and you can see far down below where you are, the expedition is camping out on a group of massive tree branches, still within this canopy far above the ground.
Do you think we're being led back to the camp?
That appears to be the camp below us, does it not?
Mi amici Istvan, do you think we'd be safe?
No. I don't think we're in any condition to fight them if they try what they tried before.
This is true. I am certainly worse for wear, huh? I guess I'll wave to Clacky and point down below towards the camp and just wave my finger as in, no, we don't want to go there.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's one of the things I'm proficient in. All right. Okay, it's a 14.
Okay, on a 14, I think that your body language that you described there would be sufficient to communicate to Clacky that you are still not interested in making a connection with this expedition group.
Yeah, not mi amici.
Okay, so then Clacky's gonna climb back onto this ape and gesture for you to do the same, and having made that very clear to Clacky that you will not be wanting to make contact with these people again, you all get back onto this ape, and without them noticing down there at all, head off once more into the trees. After a little while longer, you start to come down closer to the ground, and there's actually a road here where the ape will touch down to the ground and let you off, and Clacky waves their arm towards this road, and here we are.
Thank you for your assistance. Again.
Clacky gives one clack. You're not sure what it means.
Alfonso will clack back to the best of his ability.
Oh, God.
I can't clack. We can't do a good clack.
Clacky stiffly raises up a claw and does the same gesture, the no that you did before.
It's hard to do an Italian clack, and it probably didn't sound very genuine, so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. So Clacky and the ape leave once more, leaving you here. Give her a round of perception checks.
Okay.
That's a 6.
It's a 5.
Marginally better. I got an 11.
Oh, my God. Okay.
It's not just Jimmy Dice, now it's Jimmy Campaign. All the rolls are...
Yeah, so you're on this dirt road. It's wider than most of the paths that you've been on thus far, and you can see it goes in two different directions, one looking notably very dark, and the other you can kind of see some open sky almost directly in front of you in that direction.
There appears to be a clearing ahead.
Well, let's see where Clacky's brought us.
The clearing seems the better option, huh?
Indeed. Either way, it's best we keep moving, considering what we've encountered these days.
So yeah, you start heading towards this light. Give me a survival check.
So I should have asked for a fucking short rest. Oh, thank God. Mod's fucking ruined again. 17, though.
6.
16.
Okay, that 16 and 17 are enough to get you in this direction without any types of hazards jumping out at you in any way. You make it to this opening ahead of you in the trees, and it spreads out, and as you approach, you realize that you can see over this huge ledge where it looks as though the path continues down into some lower lands, some trees ahead. And as the sun is going down over the horizon, you can see further than you have seen so far since the campaign began. And you can actually see in the far distance water, like an ocean or a sea.
Boundless water, seemingly so, from this vantage.
Yes, yeah.
A majestic vista, if I have ever seen one.
Mi amici Warden, I could not agree more, but I do think this particular vista, it would be nice for a short rest. If we need to climb down this mountain and I go boom boom, I go bye bye, eh? I'm not feeling too good.
This sounds quite wise, Master Alfonso.
If I were to take one D12 of the bludgeoning damage, I would be arrivederci, so to speak.
Given how D12s tend to roll,
To roll.
I should be fine, eh? I see what you say.
I would say it would take a couple, but that's just me.
We can do a short rest, Jimmy.
Yeah, you can do a short rest here. And as you spend more time here, it gets a bit darker, but you do see, actually, out towards the direction of the sea, now that you've been sitting here and taking this in a little longer, even though you tanked those perception checks earlier, you now start to see lights along the shoreline in the far distance.
Do you think that could be it? Stormreach?
With how our journey has gone so far, probably not. But lights still mean something better than all of these, huh? It certainly would be better than a big dinosaur.
Would I be able to tell approximately how far away it is?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
As far as travel time, couple days out, something... That's not great. 13.
On a 13, as always, it's impossible to really tell. But if the laws of physics were to hold in this situation,
Right.
it would probably be something like, 20 miles, 30 miles, day or two of travel.
Got it.
I'll take out my spyglass as these lights start appearing, and I'll see if I can get a closer look at some of the buildings. If they are buildings at all.
Roll with advantage, please.
That's going to be an unnatural 20.
Yeah, sure. On that 20, you can definitely, as you're scanning this coastline, see a harbor, you see some of these familiar structures, and you do see this statue of a storm giant far in the distance on this hillside overlooking what you now know to be Stormreach.
There it is.
Looking down at his arm, Alfonso will just say, very soon, my brother. Very soon.
Okay, so you get your short rest.
Looking a lot better. Alfonso's feeling a bit more pep.
Yeah.
Does it seem like it would be worth continuing to travel given it's starting to get dark, or maybe we should just make camp here?
I have a crazy thought. Given the nature of this jungle, us going in circles, normally one might think the dark is much worse, right? But the lights from Stormreach shine bright. They may help guide us if we do travel at night.
Perhaps, but it's only from this vantage that we can see them clear. Once we get into the jungle, we won't have their guidance.
I think if I stand on the shoulders of Warden, be very tall, huh?
You're an intelligence-based character. You know that trees will be taller.
After you just rode a giant ape through these hundreds of foot tall trees. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do a short rest and then a long rest right after.
I I can't think of a better place to camp. We could roll the dice and see if the Traveler's Curse takes us to a better campsite.
Yeah, I'll take a long rest, as long as there's nothing happens between now and when we start snoozing.
I think given the things we've been running into, traveling at night might not be the best idea.
Also a good point.
I liked Alfonso's idea.
Yeah.
But almost because I want to roll some dice. But we can do the long rest.
Perhaps it would be safer if we simply stayed here until first light.
Okay, so as it is now fully getting dark, you see down this very steep road, a little ways into the trees, a plume of smoke rising. And with that, a bit of light coming through the trees as well.
I am gonna once again pull out my spyglass and see if I can see what is the source.
All right.
Amici, Istvan, do not tell me that this is the camp. I hope we have seen the last of these people.
It's 14.
Okay, on a 14, you can see some sort of structure there through the trees, and just being who you are, you would also know that this is a man-made fire.
Mm-hmm.
This is not just something burning in the trees. This is actually a very even plume of smoke coming up, and it looks to be some type of building.
It's not a camp. It's a permanent structure. Someone has made a fire in it, though.
How cold is it out?
It's not.
Does this structure, what I can see of it, appear sized for medium-sized creatures or for giants?
I would say closer to medium than giant.
Okay.
You can't tell what it is, though.
I didn't think it's giants, but neither is it Gallant's expedition. Should we get a little closer?
Perhaps they could be able to help us toward our destination.
You both said perhaps at the same time. Can we get Warden saying poke poke, you owe me a Coke, please?
No.
Okay. This seems more than agreeable to me. Again, my original idea was to travel at night. This feels like compromise. Let's go. Do we need to make any checks to make our way down this hill? Because I think Alfonso will start walking.
It's uncomfortably steep, but you're 7th level characters. I don't think you need to roll to walk down an aggressive incline.
Okay. So this is like when you finished a hike up Buck Mountain and the way down is miserable and your hamstrings are fucking on fire, but you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Yeah, you're at the end of a really intense adventuring day, and it's not a comfortable climb down, but it's not a dangerous climb down.
Gotcha.
My passive acrobatics is 17 and I have slow fall. I'm good.
Yeah, you just jump all the way down. Yeah, so you can climb your way, walk carefully, or walk backwards, or however you choose to do this, down to the bottom of this incline. And you were right before, as you descend down this path, the tree line rises up past you. And it is dark down here once more. But stay on this path. You can see ahead of you, there is what looks to be a building. Freestanding wooden structure. Looks like maybe 3-4 stories. As you begin to approach this structure, you see a signpost on the side of the road. It says, Storm Reach, 12 to 50 miles ahead.
There's no exact mileage markers. That tracks.
3-4 stories wooden building. What could that be?
What a curious structure.
This better not be a giant mimic.
That's such a good idea for a Zendrick game. No, I'll tell you right now, that's not.
This is the colazione, the bed and breakfast, I think. This is what this is. Very nice place.
Yeah, so this is a wooden building. It's 4 or 5 stories tall. It's got a patchwork of different sized illuminated windows. There's smoke billowing from its chimney. It looks welcoming.
This doesn't look elvish, right?
No, it looks like nothing you've ever seen before, Warden.
Okay.
But to Istvan and Alfonso, it looks, like pretty common.
Okay.
Civilization, you'd think.
Mi amici, to Istvan, I hope you take no offense to this, but I think I am more trusting than you, and I feel pretty comfortable giving a little tap-tap on the door. What about you? Are you okay with this?
I don't know what in Kyber a building like this is doing out in the middle of the woods. I think that sort of peculiarity merits some small distrust. But go on, give a little tap-tap on the door.
Well, okay.
Well, wait, uno seconde, please. Because think about it, alright? We've had nothing but bad luck. Huh? But we see Storm Reach, we get a good rest. Maybe our luck is turning around.
A mimic pops out in the shape of a house and chomps Alfonso up and he dies.
Well, we'll see. Let's go. Let's do the adventure. It's right in front of us. Let's go.
Yeah, as you approach this building, there is a sign hanging over the door. It's a cross-section of a green geode emblazoned with the words, The Cat's Eye.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Curious indeed.
There was a shop in my hometown called the Cat's Meow. And they made biscuits for people, not cats. Very welcoming place. I think the cat's eye, probably very similar.
Jimmy, if you're wondering why that's familiar, it's because across the street from our... Okay, you know about the cat.
I still live here.
Yeah. It's like fucking derelict. I wasn't sure if you ever even paid it any mind.
No, I've never been there.
Me either.
Okay. As you open this door, we're going to end this session. I really thought you were going to try to talk to this ape.
Oh, my God, you're right.
You had a spell slot left.
Fuck, you're right. Oh, my God.
It went so well with Friend Bird. We could have had Friend Ape.
I even wrote, a little bit of content for, what this ape's priorities were.
I can't wait to hear about it on this Table Talk.
Yeah, that's, that's good. Pods of the Multiverse is produced by Jimmy Affatigato, that's me, and edited by Scala, with music by Andy Berger and art by Alexa Reilly. Thanks to our Patreon supporters, and a special thanks to our Holy Avengers, May, Jake, Chris, and John. For $5 a month on Patreon, you can access every episode of Table Talk, our post-game recap show, and maybe find out what this ape had going on. How this ape became friends with Clacky.
That's the origin story we need.
Thanks for listening.